Hi guys, welcome back to the Drivelife channel. In today's video we're going to be showing you the new car that will be on the channel. As you can see, we've still got the SAT. It's going to be staying, don't worry. This was the replacement for my girlfriend's Mazda, a little car that I've featured on the channel a couple of times, and it's a very rare Mercedes A-Class Motorsport edition. Now I'm going to talk through the whole Motorsport edition thing in a minute, but basically it's a Mercedes A220 diesel. It's got a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, 175 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds, and like I said, it's a very, very rare edition. Only 66 of these cars were actually ever brought to the UK, and now I think there's only 57 left because 9 have been written off. So we had to get ourselves one of these. My girlfriend's a massive Formula 1 fan, and this car was built to celebrate Mercedes Formula 1 success, hence the Patronus Green, which is a bit of a theme for this car. So yeah, we picked it up yesterday, and I thought today we'll just give you a good look round it, and then we'll film a review and stuff later on. But yeah, this is sort of an introduction video to the new car, which is my girlfriend's dream car, so it's really nice that we'll be able to sort that out for us. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see, it's the facelifted A-Class before the new model. And we've got a few green bits here. We've also got the diamond grille as well, which comes as part of the Motorsport Edition package. These are essentially cars where every options box has been ticked. They're really, really nicely finished, really nicely specs, and they're just sort of, yeah, like I said, a celebration of Mercedes Formula 1 success. So we come around to the side here, you can see that the wheels are the 18-inch AMG alloys, and they also have our Patronus Green. You can get my finger into the screen there, all the way around. And they're, again, they look mega. I wasn't really a fan of the A-Class until I went to see this car, and then we just had to buy it really. So yeah, as you can see, it's all blacked out, really nice. You've got nice chrome on here as well, chrome on the door handles, so it just sort of keeps it classy, doesn't completely murder it out. From the back here again, we've got more green Patronus trim, along with the A220 badge, and the roof spoiler. It's got all privacy glass and everything like that. And then on the other side here, as you can see, we've got the Patronus Green wheels going through. I'm trying to think what will happen if we ever curb those. Unfortunately, this car's got enough kit on it, which pretty much makes that impossible. So as you can see, it's got full sensors on the back. It's also got a reversing camera that pops out just under there. So that pops out when you're reversing, and so you can see. It's also got all front sensors and everything like that. What I'll do is, it's got Panoramic Sunroof as well, which is lovely. It's got the full LED headlights, as you can see, which start off blue when they're not going to turn on. That's typical. But yeah, we'll get into the car, show you the inside as well, because that is where this car really, really shines. I'll just show you the panoramic sunroof. Hope it can completely open, or should do anyway. Here we go. No, it's not doing that. It's just doing the windows this time. Yeah, we're still getting used to it, as you can tell. But yeah, as you can see, one of the big things about this Motorsport Edition is these seats. So they're Alcantara and leather, and as you can see, they're striped with the Formula 1 colours. They're the same in the back as well. And yeah, like I said, it's just a really nice place to be. So we'll get in the driver's seat, show you guys what's going on inside the car. There's keyless entry, because obviously it's just a really high spec car. As you can see, we've got the green Patronus stitching in here, Alcantara on the doors, illuminated tread plates as well, which is nice. Never had a car with those. We've got the AMG matting, and then as you can see, Patronus green stitching. As part of the Motorsport package, it's also got the premium package, so you get the full screen, you get carbon fibre finish, extended leather as well. You've got full, I don't know how many ways these seats adjust, but you've got memory seats both sides. If we just put it here. As you can see, it's got the Harman Kardon sound system. So it was a really nicely finished car. It's just got just over 53,000 miles on it. It was a Mercedes car, owned by the dealer manager, so we've done pretty well there, really. And yeah, the Petronas stitching and everything like that, it's just a really nice place to be honest. This 220D engine is used in pretty much every Mercedes, apart from the S-Class. It's been around for years and they're still using it in the new cars as well. Like I said, it's a nice little unit actually. It's 175 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds with this dual clutch transmission. And yeah, it's a quick car. It'll do 140 miles an hour at limited, so it's a really nicely spec car. As you can see, the Petronas green sort of moves, carries on through the interior around the dials and everything, which just sets off the interior. And obviously you've got this lovely, it's not real carbon fibre obviously, it's carbon fibre effect, but it just makes the whole car look the absolute nuts. So like I said, it's got the Harman Kardon, which sounds fantastic. We've also got the full 8-inch touchscreen here. It's like having an iPad stuck on there, with the Mercedes Garmin sat nav. Yeah, like I said, it's keyless, so if we just put our foot on the brake and press the start button, just there, the car will start. I'll just put the window, it's actually freezing in here. So, like I said, we've got heated seats as well. If I just turn down the aircon. Heated seats, parking assist, everything. You've got the dynamic select as well, so you can put it in sport mode, eco, individual, and comfort, which is where we have it most of the time, to be honest. We did about 100 miles in this car yesterday after picking it up, which was quite nice, all around the Cotswolds, everything like that. Yeah, and as you can see, this instrument cluster is nicely laid out. It's you sort of got the I know that it isn't the only on the Motorsport edition, but the checkered dials are quite nice. It's just got quite a sporty looking car, really. It's also got the flappy panel gearbox. It's part of the 7-speed dual clutchiness of it. As you can see, this engine's fairly nice and quiet on idle. It does get a bit noisy when you really put your foot down, but the Harman Kardon sound system sort of just drowns it out, to be honest. But it is a nice fast car. It will quite easily do up to 100 in no time. As you can see, we've got the panoramic roof here. So if we open that, it's all fully automated, which is nice. So that all opens up, and that's actually quite nice to have open. Sort of motorway speeds, it's bearable, but for sort of your optimum comfort, sort of 30 miles an hour, pootling around town, it's definitely worth having. As you can see, it's open now. So yeah, it's a really nice motor. It's got the column shift as well, so you don't have a transmission lever here, which is one of the weirdest things actually. Even if you go to put it in reverse and you go down there and there's nothing there, so you've got to sort of readjust how you work. My girlfriend, coming from a 60 horsepower Mazda 2, with it was 0 to 60 in 14 seconds. She's tripled the power and half the 0 to 60, so it's been a bit of a learning curve for her. She's also first time she's ever driven an auto as well, so she's getting used to it. She's doing really well actually, and yeah, she's just really happy with this car. Like I said, it's got full Mercedes service history, and as you can see, it's pretty much immaculate inside, despite having 50-odd thousand miles on it. If we go, you got all the steering wheel controls here. You can cycle through everything. In terms of miles per gallon, these cars are capable of 70 plus on a run, which is fantastic, especially with the cruise control that we've got here. You just set it, and the car just goes, believe it or not. It's like I've only just discovered cruise control, isn't it? But and then we've also got the Mercedes system on here, which is all fairly similar. If you've never seen it, I'll just go through it quickly. You've got your sat nav, everything there. You've got your radio, your media, telephone and internet services, and then the vehicle. If we just have a look at the consumption, oh, that's helpful, isn't it? So yeah, it's a really nice car. We've got the dynamic select, so you can actually configure your own mode for individual mode, which is really nice. So you can set the engine in sport but have the suspension in comfort and that sort of thing. But they do really make a difference actually. A lot of these systems I just think are gimmicks, but this one you can really tell the difference between the suspension and everything like that. So yeah, I'll just show you guys the back seats. Oh, we've got all sorts of ambient lighting. You can only just see it there because obviously it's daylight. But yeah, you can set, I think there's 15 different colours, which is nothing compared to the 250 or something you can get on the brand new Mercs, but it is, yeah, it's just a nice little place to be, and I do really enjoy it. So let's just have a look in the back here. As you can see, the Motorsport Edition trim carries on throughout, and you've even got Motorsport Edition seat belts, which is really nice. It's just a nicely finished car. And I'll quickly show you in the boot as well. There we go. So it's a reasonable size. You've got batteries and stuff underneath. You don't get a spare wheel on this, but like I said, guys, it's a brilliant little car. So what I'll do, we'll start a little series on it on the channel. Sort of share the ownership experience, share the running costs, everything like that. I'm going to do a POV drive video. We're coming shortly as well. Obviously we'll still be giving you content on the Volvo, the BMW and the Volkswagens. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you're interested in seeing that. But for today's video, that's going to be it. Oh, the bee's just flown in the car now. That's going to be great. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you're new here from the A-Class stuff, make sure you subscribe for plenty more of where that came from. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Cheers.